Hi everyone, my name's Charlotte and this is Jake. Jake is quite a shy boy. He's quite stressed and anxious a lot of the time. And down there is Tilly. She's very old. She's just taken a little while to relax, that's all. So for Jake, I'm going to be doing him all over on a 7. And I'm shaving his face and his ears. We leave a tiny bit on the end of his tail so it looks like a lion's tail, and they're also leaving a bit on top of his head. Last time I shaved it, which was requested, and they've come today and they've said they prefer the fluffy head, so we're just going to let that grow back. It shouldn't take too long. It'll probably be back to how it normally was at his next groom. So, because he is curly coated and it is quite thick, I am going to shave him before I bath him. So I'm going to be using a 7. I had all my blades sharpened, so they're running nice and smooth. Come on, Tilly. Tilly! I think she might be a little bit deaf. Either that or she's got selective hearing. Go on in there. Good girl. There we go. She'll relax in there. Sometimes she goes straight under the table and just goes to sleep. Other times she's trying to sniff and she just stares at the wall and stuff. So she'll relax when she's in there and she knows she's okay. Right, I'm trying a new angle on the camera. Hopefully you could see everything. Obviously I won't know until I go back to look at the recording. Okay. Jake, stay still. That's a good boy. When Jake comes to be groomed, he always seems like he's a bit agitated, and his owner's just explained to me that he's been in the vets a lot since his last groom, because he's been chewing and nibbling at himself. The vet says that this could be his anal glands, but as you've all probably noticed, I don't do anal glands. I think that it's a vet job. You can seriously injure a dog if you do their anal glands without knowing what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, apparently he's been nibbling around his back end, and if you could see here, his hair is so thin, and that's like on his leg. He really chews himself. So I think that he might just have really bad allergies to something. Now, I think what I'm going to tell his dad when he comes back to collect him, but maybe a change in his diet might do something. Now, there is mixed opinions on raw feeding dogs. But instead of cutting straight to that, he could start cutting out things like wheat or fish or white meat or red meat. Sometimes it does help, especially on a sensitive dog. It might not necessarily be his skin that's sensitive, it might be something going on inside with the sensitivity from the food that he could be eating. So yeah, obviously if it's internal, it's not going to be an external problem. If it's just causing him to feel irritated and itchy on the inside, I can't imagine that would feel very nice. So I'll just talk to his dad about it. He might watch this video. So yeah, I don't know what to suggest because he's such a lovely dog, but it's like he can't sit still. Just irritation or frustration, it's something, and it's bothering him, and it's not fair that he's living like it. I mean, his dad is doing everything he can, takes him to the vet, gives him all the medication that the vets give him, and it's just not working. So I think maybe his diet might be the next option. Hey Jake, he's such a lovely dog. It's a shame to see something so cute so quite clearly irritated. Jake is a very regular customer. He comes every like 6 weeks. Tilly comes every other time that Jake comes. But the last few times Tilly hasn't been able to come because she's been really, really poorly. Like I say, she's an old girl, so it's not worth putting her through something if she's not on, if she's not in the best of way. It's okay. Stand up for me, Jake. The clippers might be starting to die. As you can see, Jake doesn't really like his legs being done, but he doesn't put up much of a fight. Not a lot of dogs really like their legs being done. So I'll just try and do them nice and quick so that I stop bothering him. Jake. Stay there, Jake. Good boy. Let me shave your neck. Oi. His ears go such a lovely caramel colour on top once you've shaved all like the wispy white hairs off. Such a beautiful colour. Good boy, Jake. See, his ears are quite red, so it makes me think it could be food related, his allergies. Because a lot of food allergies make dogs' skin turn red. These don't look infected, there's no wax, they're really open and clean. So, I don't know. I'll just suggest everything I can to them. They might already have him on a special food, but you never know. Sometimes the food that the vets recommend is, you know, not the best, even though it's veterinary recommended. You okay there, Tilly? She's sleeping. Right, shave your face, Jake. So they do want his snout shaved. As you can see, he pants a lot. His mouth's always wet, and when fur's always wet, it smells. So let's shave it off. Right, you've got to close your mouth for this one. Jake, Jake, good boy, good boy. He's not used to this, you see. He's always had his face cut with scissors, but they really like him shaved, so I'm going to change the battery in this. Right. There we go. Right then. Right. No, Jake, you have to stay still. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Jake, stop it. There you go, see? It's not that bad, is it? He does get used to it very quick once he realises that I'm not hurting him. It's like, get that off my face. He would be fine with that if that's what I was doing to him from when he was young. But obviously, because this is only the second time he's ever had his face shaved, I think he took it quite well, to be honest. Right. Come here, Jake. Good boy. The only trouble with him having no like chin fur means I can't hold his head very well. So you kind of have to hold under the chin and a little bit of like saggy skin that's under there. Come here, boy. I have to, just while I'm doing this. No one wants to be eating hairs, do they? Good boy. There you go. Come here. Go. Try around your ears, Jake. Come here, Jake. Nope. Jake. So Jake really doesn't like his head being dried. That's the one thing that he absolutely hates. So because I'm not going to be trimming his head really, unless there's like very evident long bits, I'm going to wash it. Can't think if my happy hoodies are here or not. If they are, I'll put him a happy hoodie on and just let it dry as much as it can under there and let him go with a damp head. Or I might just let him go with a wet head, to be honest. I mean, he's got the whole time that Tilly's being groomed to dry, but he doesn't like the dry at all on his head. So, yes. Jake's nails are always lovely and short. Jake. As I explained in another video, when he's pulling, I'm only holding firmly. I'm not like pulling against him or anything like that. It just means I'm just holding him nice and tight, so he can't just pull away and I accidentally cut something I'm not supposed to. Jake, stop. Jake? Jake's nails are always lovely and short. Can only take the very, very pointy ends off. Which is nice. Jake! Jake! Sometimes saying that distracts them and it makes them go really still for like a couple of seconds, so it's enough to get that extra snip that I need. pretty sure I've been doing Jake since he was a puppy, maybe? I can't really remember. I know I've been grooming him a long time. He was probably one of the first ones that I started doing. Sometimes, you know, thinking about that kind of makes me regret buying my own house. Because I know that once I fully make the move over there, I can't expect people to just follow me, you know? It's half an hour away. 25, 30 minutes away really, so... Even though he doesn't like being groomed, I still like grooming him, you know what I mean? He's not one of the bad ones, that's for sure. Sit there, Jake. No. Sit there. There we go. Jake, stop. Be a good boy. Sit down then. Sit down. Sit. Jake. I always tell his dad at the end of his groom that, you know, his legs, his feet might not be perfect just because, I mean, you could probably, I don't know if you can tell to be honest, but he does pull a lot. So I can never really get the perfect cut on them. Jake, What's that? What's that? What's that? What's he? Come here. Right, that'll do for now. We can get him in the bath. Now Jake, I can't remember if I've said this, I've got a terrible memory. Jake possibly has skin problems, so I don't use nothing fancy. I literally just use my blue velvet. That's all I've used since I've done him. I won't use any conditioner, I won't use any scrubs or anything like that. He doesn't have any perfume on either at the end, just in case he has a reaction to it. But he's always been fine with blue velvet shampoo, so I'm not going to change that. I'll just keep doing him with blue velvet. Otherwise I would probably do him on my whitening shampoo, but I'm pretty sure whitening shampoos are quite harsh. Right. One day I'll stop putting hair on the floor and put it in that bag like I'm supposed to. Jake, come on then. Put this on, Jake. Good boy. As you can see, he can still put his feet up, but he can't jump out. I finally got my new nooses. They're waterproof as well, which is what I was looking for. Right. I'll wait for it to get warm, Jake. Oh boy. Jake. Right, let's wash that off. The thing I like about this nozzle is it really gets the shampoo down onto their skin, and I've really noticed a difference since using it. I find that after I've dried all the dogs, they feel so soft compared to when I've been like just putting it on and rubbing it in. Obviously I'd always mix it in my mixing bottles and just squirt that on, but it's not like it's got the same power behind it as this. I know, boy, there we go. Clean all the soap off. Go on in, Jake. There we go. And then, I can never get this thing off. I'm going to prepare Tilly's shampoo, and Tilly has Dirty Beastie because she's a big girl and she hasn't been bathed. I think her mom said it's been since Christmas last year that I groomed her, or it might have been just before, whenever, because we was in lockdown and we came out for a bit and I could work, so I think it was in that time frame. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, she's going to get a good scrub. I might double bath her. I won't be shy with the shampoo. I'll just use as much as I need, and I'm going to use the conditioner on her as well. It looks like he's smiling when he pants. Get in the bath. Go on. Good boy. It was a great idea, me putting this rubber matting in. I couldn't find a bath mat big enough, so I just brought a long roll of rubber matting and got my dad to drill some holes in it and cut it down to size, because I wasn't using this ledge and it was really doing my back in. I mean, I'm only 23, I shouldn't have a bad back, but I've had a bad back for a very long time. So me leaning over to do the little dogs is, you know, it just does more harm than good. So now I've got this in, means that I can do them safely, because the holes in this are massive. So I don't want dogs to get their nails caught in it and stuff like that. So it was much easier to just buy that matting, cut it to size, and be done with it. Oh, I need to unplug this. I'll plug it back in once I've dried him. So I just want to say, I don't have one of those finishing dryers. I only have my blaster. So what I'm doing there is just holding this towards his head so that it, you know, might dry it a little bit. As you can see, he doesn't like it. I will say he can try and bite the nozzle. He does it sometimes and others he doesn't. He's never tried to bite me. He doesn't really mean to do anything. It's just that reflex of, I don't want it by my face, don't put it by my face. Like I say, he's never tried to bite me or anything like that. He's always gone just for the nozzle. Many dogs do it, but I've known Jake for a long time. I know what he's like. It doesn't surprise me anymore. But yeah, if you see me flinch, it's because he's like trying to have a little chew on the nozzle. Good boy, Jake. Good boy. Good boy, Jake. Good boy. You let me do that then. You didn't let me do it again. Good boy. Good boy, Jake. Very good, Jake. Very good. Jake, Jake. You're doing so good. You're doing good, Jake. Good boy. Good boy, Jake. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Very good, Jake. Good boy. Very good. Now, I'll let you go in a minute. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, I know. It's nearly over. It's nearly over. Right, so I think that I'm just going to leave it like that. And when you saw me holding his ear to dry his head, I'm not actually like pulling on just his ear. What you do is, there's like this lump of skin you can get, and you're pinching that. One, this will stop the air from accidentally blowing down his ears, and two, it gives you some nice control over the head. It doesn't hurt them. He just doesn't like the dryer, so he'll be going with a wet face, but there's nothing I could do about it. I don't really want to force him. I'll put this on for a bit. A bit there. Get your snout out so you can still pant a bit. There we go. Come here. I'll get it right in a second. There. There we go. Look at that. So that'll just dry the top of his head off. He's still going to be wet around his snout and stuff, but like I say, I'm not putting through any more of it. He already did so well to let me dry the top section. There's no point in just fighting him to try and get him to do the last little bit. His owners are very understanding anyway, and they know that I don't like to stress dogs out when they're already clearly stressed. Jake. Jake. Come on. Come, Jake. Come on. Good boy. Come here. Come. Come here. Jake, stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Good boy. Jake. Jake. When Jake's all done, I just put him on the floor and he ends up curling up somewhere and just going to sleep. He's quite patient for, he waits for Tilly to be done. He doesn't make a noise about it. Some dogs like whine and cry if you leave them on the floor and, they get all excited and worked up and they make that high-pitched squeaky sound. Good Jake. I'm fed up with this thing keep falling out. I don't know why it does it. I'm gonna have to put some super glue on it and screw it back in, and it will never come back out again. Right, just the very ends off Jake's nails. Jake's nails grow quite pointed out, so see that one can't have none off. It's you can clearly see a difference to when they've been cut, because when they're cut they're flat, whereas when they've not been cut they're at a pointy angle. His back ones can't be done, far too short. Okay everyone, thank you for watching. This has been Jake. He's been a good boy, like I say. This is how he is every time. Normally does go home with a wet patch on the front of his head and long bits galore on his legs. But I'm just not going to stress him out or put him through anything he doesn't really want. You can tell a difference between a dog that's being defiant and a dog that genuinely just doesn't like it. And he's just one of them that does not like it. So I just won't put him through it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.